Hey guys, this is a commentary and recap of the pilot Selfie starring John Cho and Karen Gillan. I just saw Karen Gillan in the Guardians of the Galaxy, although she is not very recognizable in that movie. Her hair is gone and her face is painted blue. But anyway, this is based on My Fair Lady and Pygmalion, of course. John Cho plays the Henry Higgins character, and Karen Gillan plays the Eliza Doolittle character. It starts out with Eliza Dooley telling us that she was unpopular in school, but now she is very popular on social media. She is on an airplane at the beginning of the scene with her coworkers at a sales company. Now Henry is talking to his friend. They're seated, and Henry's surprised that she's the best sales rep. They are also talking about how she is dating someone from the company who is actually married, and she does not yet know that. They're looking at Henry and his friend are looking at her Instagram, and Henry is talking about how much he does not like social media. And how silly all these hashtags are, like, oh, this happened, hashtag blessed. I'm at work, hashtag workflow, etc. Eliza goes back to her seat in the airplane by her boyfriend, and this is where she notices that he is married. She sees his hand, and she sees the tan line where a wedding ring usually is. She grabs a throw-up bag and throws up into it. This is my least favorite part of the pilot. Now she grabs another bag and vomits into it as well. This is interesting. We see that she's not someone who would date a married man, so we know that about her. Now she's walking down the airplane aisle with her throw-up bags, and this is so disgusting, and they fall apart, and her coworkers are looking at her, and just one of those parts that you want to fast forward through. So as Eliza is rushing to the bathroom, her coworkers are just laughing at her because she has vomit all over her. She goes into the bathroom, and the stewardess knocks on the door asking if she's okay. She wants to have an outfit. She hopes that the stewardess has an extra outfit, but she does not. So she creates a makeshift dress using blankets from the airplane. And everyone's laughing at her and taking photos on their phones, which they are posting on Instagram and Facebook and all of those sites. Next, we cut to a scene where she is in her apartment building in the elevator, and a lot of girls are talking about something, and she thinks they are talking about her. And these are girls that Eliza would probably describe as frumpy. Eliza starts addressing the girls, but then they tell her they're not talking about her. They're actually talking about a book because they are part of a book club. So now Eliza is home alone, taking a bath, drinking ginger ale, which I like, that she's not drinking alcohol. I hate it when shows just have to show a lot of alcohol. Okay, so now we see the office where Henry is talking to his friend, who I think is named Ethan. Ethan's asking him if he has any plans for the weekend, and Henry's saying no, and he doesn't really relate to these people that are always on their phones. So the workers pile in. They pass by Divine Joy Randolph, Charmonique, who she's going to be one of the main characters. Eliza comes running in and talks to Charmonique, and she's talking about how she's embarrassed because all of these coworkers saw everything that happened on the plane. She's going into a meeting and feels very awkward. She slides in, people start snickering, and on her chair is a throw-up bag from the airplane. So now the boss of the company, Sam, he starts talking, and he's congratulating Henry on remarketing a nasal spray. And Eliza thinks, if this guy can rebrand a nasal spray, he can rebrand my image, so I need his help. After the meeting, the boss tells Henry that, he'd really like for him to come to his daughter's wedding, and he tells him to bring a date. Now, immediately after the meeting, Eliza is in Henry's office waiting for him, and she's telling him, I want you to change my image. Ethan briefly comes in, and Henry said, she's just leaving. Eliza says, I'm not leaving, I need for you to help me. There isn't quite as big of an age difference between John and Karen as there was between Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison in the My Fair Lady movie, Rex Harrison was born in 1908, and Audrey Hepburn was born in 1929. However, John Cho is 42 and Karen Gillan is 26. So it's less, but it still creates that My Fair Lady dynamic of the age gap, but not too much of an age gap. Anyway, back to the episode.